What does hell look like to you, or perhaps does hell really exist? These questions, as old as human consciousness itself, have been posed by countless generations, sparking profound discussions and shaping the moral landscape of societies across the globe. Hell, as a concept, is deeply ingrained in the human psyche, transcending the boundaries of time, culture, and religion. It serves as a powerful metaphor for the ultimate retribution, the darkest consequence of our actions. But what's truly fascinating is that the concept of hell isn't monolithic. Rather, it's as diverse and nuanced as the cultures and beliefs that have given birth to it. In some cultures, hell is a fiery pit of eternal torment, a place of unending suffering for the wicked. In others, it's a realm of cold and darkness, a solitary confinement for lost souls. Some perceive it as a state of mind, a personal inner turmoil, while others believe it to be a literal physical location. Yet, despite these differences, a common thread weaves through these various interpretations of hell. It is a place or state of existence we strive to avoid. This universal fear of hell, of a dire consequence awaiting our misdeeds, has undeniably played a crucial role in shaping our ethical and moral decisions. And so the concept of hell, whether you view it as a myth or a reality, a metaphor or a tangible place, serves a significant purpose. It reflects our collective consciousness, our shared fears, and our innate desire to differentiate right from wrong. But what does hell look like in different religions? How does Christianity conceive of hell compared to Buddhism or Islam? And most importantly, is hell a cultural construct or a universal reality? These are the questions we'll explore in our journey today, so fasten your seatbelts as we venture into the depths of the human mind and conscience, to the place that's been the subject of our deepest fears and the catalyst of our moral compass. As we delve deeper, we'll discover that hell, as a concept, is as diverse as our cultures and beliefs. In the Christian tradition, hell is often depicted as a place of eternal torment. It's a realm of everlasting punishment, a concept deeply embedded within the faith's theological framework. The Bible, Christianity's holy book, paints a vivid picture of hell. It's characterized by fiery imagery, a landscape filled with burning sulfur, often referred to as fire and brimstone. The book of Revelation, for instance, describes it as a lake of fire, where the wicked are thrown after judgment. It's a place of darkness, weeping and gnashing of teeth, where the worm never dies and the fire is never quenched, as described in the Gospel of Mark. This depiction isn't just about setting a somber tone or creating fear. It's more than that. It's a moral compass, a tool used to guide people towards righteousness. It serves as a stark reminder of the repercussions of straying from the path of virtue and succumbing to sin. For Christians, the concept of hell is not merely a realm of punishment, but also a symbol of separation from God. It represents the ultimate consequence of rejecting the divine love and grace offered through Jesus Christ. It's a state of isolation and despair, a spiritual death that surpasses physical demise. The fear of hell, therefore, encourages Christians to live a life of compassion, love, and righteousness. It motivates them to follow the teachings of Christ, to exhibit love for their neighbors, to practice forgiveness, and to strive for a life that mirrors the virtues Jesus embodied. However, it's important to note that interpretations vary among different Christian denominations. Some focus heavily on the literal imagery of fire and brimstone, while others view hell more metaphorically, as a state of alienation from God, rather than a physical place. Regardless of the interpretation, the concept of hell in Christianity plays a significant role in shaping moral values and behaviors. It's more than a place of eternal torment. It's a moral guide, a deterrent for sin, and a reminder of the importance of leading a virtuous life. Thus, in Christianity, hell serves as a deterrent for sin and a motivator for moral living. In contrast, Buddhism presents a different perspective on hell. Let's delve into the realm of Naraka, the Buddhist equivalent of hell. Unlike the eternal damnation of other religions, Buddhism views Naraka as a temporary place of punishment, where beings are reborn in a continuous cycle until they've balanced their karma. Now, let's unpack this. Buddhism is built on the principle of karma, the idea that every action has a consequence. Those who conduct themselves poorly in life, causing harm and suffering to others, accumulate negative karma. This karma then results in rebirth into one of the many realms of Naraka, where they endure suffering as a means of balancing their karmic debt. But here's the catch. This suffering is not eternal. It's not a final destination, but rather a stage in the grand cycle of samsara, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth that all beings are caught in. Once their karmic debt is settled, these beings are reborn into a different realm, possibly even back into the human realm, with a clean slate. This perspective on hell serves a distinct purpose in Buddhism. It's not merely about punishment, but about transformation and redemption. It encourages individuals to strive for enlightenment, to cultivate good karma through compassionate and ethical living. The goal is to eventually break free from the cycle of samsara and achieve nirvana, a state of ultimate liberation and bliss, free from all suffering. So in Buddhism, hell is not a place of eternal suffering but a temporary realm of purification, a necessary step in the journey towards enlightenment. It's a stark contrast to the eternal damnation of other religions, reflecting Buddhism's core belief in the potential for transformation and redemption, even in the most dire of circumstances. In Buddhism, hell, or naraka, is not eternal but a stepping stone towards ultimate liberation. Islam, like Christianity, features a fiery concept of hell but with unique aspects. In Islamic tradition, hell, or Jahannam, is a place of intense suffering, both physical and spiritual. It's depicted as a vast blazing pit, with boiling waters and molten brass, where the damned suffer unimaginable torment. Jahannam is home to the wicked and the arrogant, those who have strayed from Allah's guidance and rejected His mercy. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, describes in vivid detail the punishments that await such individuals. These include garments of liquid pitch, scorching winds and shadows of black smoke. The damned are made to drink from a river of boiling water and eat from a tree with fruits like the heads of devils. Yet, Jahannam is not just about physical torment. The spiritual anguish of being cut off from Allah's mercy is considered an even greater punishment. The inhabitants of Jahannam are filled with regret and despair, their hearts torn by the memory of their misdeeds and the opportunities for repentance they squandered. This depiction of hell is not meant to inspire terror for its own sake. Rather, it serves a significant role in shaping Islamic moral values. It underscores the importance of leading a righteous life, of being honest, compassionate, and humble. It encourages Muslims to strive for goodness and warns against the consequences of turning away from Allah's path. The fear of Jahannam, therefore, is not simply a fear of pain and suffering. It's a fear of spiritual failure, of not living up to the moral and ethical standards set by Islam. It's a fear that motivates Muslims to seek Allah's forgiveness and mercy, to strive for betterment in this life and salvation in the hereafter. So, in Islam, hell serves as a stern warning against deviating from the righteous path. Now that we've explored different interpretations of hell, one might wonder, is hell a cultural construct or a universal reality? With this question in mind, let's delve a bit deeper. Across the board, we've seen that different cultures and religions have their own distinct visions of hell. From the fiery pits of Christianity to the cycle of suffering in Buddhism, and the vivid descriptions in Islamic tradition, the concept of hell varies greatly. But despite these differences, a common thread prevails. Hell is a place or state of punishment for wrongdoings, a deterrent from unethical behavior, and a motivator for moral conduct. This brings us to the psychological and sociological functions of hell. Hell, as a concept, can be seen as a tool for moral policing, a mechanism of social control. It serves to enforce ethical behavior by instilling fear of punishment in the afterlife. In this light, hell might be viewed not just as a religious concept, but also as a societal one. On a psychological level, hell may also serve as a means of coping with the injustices of the world. It provides a sense of eventual justice, a belief that wrongdoers will eventually face retribution, even if they escape consequences in the mortal world. But let's step back for a moment and consider our own perceptions. How do we, as individuals, interpret hell? Is it a literal place of torment awaiting the wicked, a metaphorical representation of suffering, or perhaps a state of mind? Our personal interpretation of hell can be influenced by various factors, including our cultural background, religious beliefs, personal experiences, and philosophical outlook. In conclusion, the concept of hell, while varying across cultures and religions, serves a universal purpose: to guide moral behavior and provide a sense of justice. Whether hell is real or metaphorical, it undeniably plays a significant role in shaping our beliefs, ethics, and behaviors. What does hell mean to you?